Alright, ready?
Yeah, okay.
I've always loved football, so I didn't need a lot of inspiration. I grew up supporting Manchester United with early memories of going to watch Manchester United versus Chelsea at Stamford Bridge with my dad. My interest in football did eventually die down with not a lot of opportunities to play. However, the Euros brought that spark back and I found my own team to support, Arsenal, and stuck with them ever since. As well as getting the chance to play football, to play matches, to train and improve my skills, the most important thing is being a part of a group of friends who share common interests and look after each other. Being part of the Cranleigh FC women's team family is something I value the most.
Yeah, I think any female footballer comes with, and playing football comes with its own challenges. I think it's been a big journey from start to finish. You know, we're constantly fighting stereotypes and, you know, outdated views on women in football. And I think the key part to it is, you know, us trying to gain the respect that the women's game should have, you know, the same as the men's. You know, one of the key parts to that is, you know, the making sure that the facilities, funding, you know, being accessible. You know, we want to make sure that any girl can play with the right setting around her. You know, I think the key thing goes back to resilience. You know, never let anyone say that you can't do something. You know, if you love the game, work hard, you know, train hard and enjoy it. I think, you know, my one piece of advice goes back to, you know, really working hard. You know, believing in yourself, you know, listening to the guidance that's being given to you. You know, make sure that you're focused, enjoy the time both, you know, with the team and on your own. You know, really have the passion, persistence and patience. You know, one thing about football, you need a lot of patience. So, since I first started, I mean, when I first started playing, there was one game on the TV a year, and that was the Women's FA Cup. You never saw anything else. So I think, you know, it's evolved massively over the years. You know, the England women team in the last 5-6 years have really grown the excitement for young girls and really showing that, you know, dreams can come true. You know, and I think it needs to be given the recognition, you know, locally, nationally, globally. You know, and with that, it means you've got to look at it from a grassroots point of view. You know, you've really got to be starting from the bottom up. And I think if you do that, from that point, you'll get more girls coming in from a really young age and staying, and that can only be, you know, the best part of women's football.
So I grew up in the era of Eric Cantona and Manchester United, so my biggest inspiration is, I've got to say, at Cantona, just because of his passion and flair. I loved his commitment to the game. I loved how stuck in he got. Obviously, he's a bit of a controversial character. And then more recently, I think inspiration comes from people like Emma Hayes, Serena Wiegmann. I think really strong female characters in football who have shown that they can excel at a really high level in the sport. And it's traditionally, obviously, managers have been mostly males, so it's nice to see those characters come through and really show young people that they can grow up either playing football but also coaching and managing and take it as far as they want to go. Okay, so I don't really have any standout memories as such, but something that really sticks with me is when I was in primary school, we used to every Saturday morning go out and play. Basically, it was called Saturday morning football, and it was a group of parents who just took us to the school, and we were all in our team kits. You know, mine obviously had Cantonar 7 on the back, everyone representing the teams they loved, but just having fun and playing. And then more so these days, now I've come back into football again, obviously a little bit older, maybe a bit wiser. I think I am really inspired of people coming into the game. It's maybe they haven't played before. There's been some great moments in our team where you've seen the progression of players learning new skills, taking it into matches. I feel really proud of when I see people giving the game a go and succeeding. So I think it's really important to show the capabilities and the strengths and qualities that women can have in sport and also outside sport. I've been really lucky growing up. My mum has always said to me that if there's something you want to do enough, you just need to believe in yourself, and it might not happen immediately, but if you work hard and try, eventually you'll achieve what you want to achieve. So I think it's really important that we take opportunities to showcase women throughout society who are really excelling at the thing that they do, to show what's possible. It's not only like role models for the next generation, but I think it inspires, you know, the current generation to give something a try. In recent years, women's football, obviously the Euros win in 2020 was huge on home soil. I think that kick-started a movement for equality in schools, getting girls able to have the same access to football, and that's a really big thing as well.